Off to the east, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect until 8 o'clock for Monroe County. That's for the threat of up to quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Still going to be looking at that threat of damaging winds sliding into Highway 24 corridor there. We'll take a track of that, and we'll go back out to our St. Louis radar. That's going to give us a better idea of what to expect in Monroe County. As that continues to work into Monroe County, we're going to be looking at mainly a wind threat, but still could possibly see some hail. It does look like these have kind of taken more of a linear shape compared to what we had earlier this afternoon. We had some very large hail reported with the cells that are now working their way across central Illinois. So here's the timeline for that system that continues to slide into Madison within the next 20-ish minutes or so by around 8:12, 8:22 for Paris, Ladonia at 9:01, and still looking like around 9 to 9:05 or so for Mexico, Avaz by around 9:22. So if it gets to Avaz by around 9:20, that will put it in Fulton sometime between around 9:35 and 9:45 if that continues to hold together. So Callaway County, we've got at least another hour and a half or so. And then if you're in Moberly, likely within the next 30 to 45 minutes, just depending if this holds its forward speed. So to recap, we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings along this line as it continues to work its way south. We're currently on the air right now because we have a tornado warning that's in effect until 8 o'clock, 7:54 now. So we're going to stay with this as this warning continues. We're still looking at some healthy inflow to that storm as we see that rotation on radar. So Chance, I want to go back out to you. Looks like you might have something new for us.
Yeah, so good news, folks. We're not seeing any reports on the ground just yet, but there is another severe thunderstorm warning going to be in effect for northeastern portions. So this is going to be for portions of Monroe County and even portions of Rouse County. This is going to be the extension until 9 o'clock for that severe thunderstorm warning. Seeing hail on that, and that's the northeastern cell there, going to be up to 1 inch in diameter and winds up to 60 miles per hour.
Okay, so that'll take the rest of that line. We'll go back out to our radar and just take a look at that right now. So that, again, he just told us we have a new extension of that severe thunderstorm warning into portions of eastern Monroe County. That goes until 9 o'clock, and that's for up to quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then back off to the west, it does look like this segment of this whole line seems to be a bit stronger. You're even seeing that in the reflectivity there. It's sort of getting more intense as it slides off to the south. Areas south of Highway 24, we have not seen any storms yet today. We have a lot of energy to work with as we've made it up into the 90s today, and it felt even hotter with a lot of that humidity. So plenty of fuel for these storms to keep going as they slide off to the south. Again, we have that tornado warning for the next few minutes here. That includes portions of southern Macon County, Chariton, and Randolph. We'll go out to our velocity, just keep a close eye on that. Still have that rotation there off to the west of Macon, sliding south of Highway 36, south of New Cambria, approaching Hammock, Berryville, Keota, and then towards Caseyville, Ardmore, and Excello. So we're going to keep an eye on those areas as this slides south. So if you're in any of those locations I just mentioned, you want to be in your safe place, get away from windows, first level of your home, and try to stay away from the outside walls of your home. And if you have a basement, that's even better. So we want to be in that safe place if you're anywhere in this tornado warning. So far, we have not seen an extension just yet, but these storms aren't moving too fast, sliding at around the 30 to 35 miles per hour. So they're not extremely fast movers. Does look like we're going to have that wind threat, though. That's very evident here by the radar presentation, along with that threat of some radar indicated rotation. So next couple of minutes, we're still watching that tornado warning. The newest information that has just come out, the possibility of seeing up to quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds in this cell that is sliding off to the southeast through Monroe County. And it still looks like this area is what we'll be watching from about Chillicothe back towards Macon and then points south. If you're in Moberly, Keatsville, Salisbury, New Brunswick, we're going to be looking at that threat here within the next half an hour to 45 minutes. We'll have that threat of possibly a tornado as we're looking at some rotation there, and of course that threat for damaging winds. So that's going to continue working its way south. We'll get a new track here as we zoom this out. And if you're just watching this now, you're seeing this pink, that is a severe thunderstorm watch that goes until 10 o'clock there for those counties that are highlighted. So let's take a track of this. I'm going to reset it just so we get a better look at our local counties here as this moves out of Macon into portions of Randolph and Chariton counties. That's going to be sliding off to the south and east around 30 to 35 miles per hour. Still looking at a timeline at around 8:13 for this portion here on the eastern side in Madison by 8:13, Huntsville 8:14, Moberly 8:16, 8:25 for Keatsville, and around 8:27 for Salisbury. So this continues its forward path to the south. Expect strong to severe storms within the next 30 minutes. And we'll take a look at our severe threats too here while we're still in the air. This might give us a better idea of what the hail is looking like. We are looking at radar indicated hail basically from just west of Macon all the way out to Brookfield. So that continues to work its way south as well. At least looking at quarter size, possibly larger hail this warning is up to, it looks like that has actually intensified a little bit here since the last time we looked at it, possibly up to $half size hail that is approaching northern Randolph and northern Saline counties. So we have 1 minute on this tornado warning, and then we're going to send you back to programming. We're going to keep an eye on these storms, though, as they look to hold their intensity as they slide off to the south. And I want to go back out to Chance because we need to get some more info.
Yeah, Jessica, the National Weather Service over in Kansas City just sent an update. They are going to be letting this tornado warning expire right now, but they are going to keep the tornado possible tag on the severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay, so we've got some good news there. It looks like that cell is starting to weaken a little bit as far as any tornado threat. So at this point, we want to send you back out to NHL hockey on ABC. And we're going to keeping an eye on the storms this evening. We'll let you know if we have any more tornado warnings. In the meantime, you can go to our ABC 17 Storm Track weather app and keep an eye on the alerts there. They'll come in automatically, and you can look at the radar on our website, abc17news.com.
Others got away with some stuff.